Locker! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to,
I think 9. I think it's episode 9.
No.
Episode 9. It's not 9.
no.
We in the
because
double
Hawks
digits?
are 7-2, so that's 9, plus a bye week, 10.
And the one before
So
we
it's
started.
11.
This is episode 11. Jeez.
I think it's
How about it?
episode 11.
How about
Okay.
it? Let's address the elephant in the room real
We
quick.
can go ahead and, let's go ahead and get right into that, why don't we?
I'm sure you're wondering where that big ol' hoss of a microphone is. But
That, and you might be wondering, why is my screen blurry? No, it's not your Wi-Fi. We slightly downgraded in the camera department, but as you can tell,
we got mics, dude.
we got double
We're
microphones.
mic'd up.
We're both mic'd up.
We should wear these, when we go to the games.
It's absolutely possible because you can plug that right into your phone, and it'll connect.
Wow. And then we can make a video and stuff.
Yeah.
These are great additions
And
to Hawk Talk.
guess how much this costs?
How much?
Like $25
For these?
for these, and it actually sounds
It's not
pretty
bad.
good. At least
it's clear.
from what I could tell, it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all of you folks out there that chirped us for not having more than one microphone, you could shove that up your ass
Shove
right now
this
because we
mic
got
up your
two.
ass.
We got
two.
two
Come on,
microphones.
baby.
A
But
lot to chat about today, I'd say.
before we do anything, let's clap it up for another Hawkeye win.
We can clap it up for. Whoa.
We got flub
We got really
number one. Flub number one.
Start the counter.
Clap it up. Clap it up. A very, very gritty
Before
win.
we get into the actual game, I do have to go ahead and apologize. I gotta apologize to you. I gotta apologize to all the fans. I gotta apologize to somebody specifically out there. But we pride ourselves and think of ourselves as a podcast of faith. And we like to point out people that make the right move at the right time. People that are selfless. People that are team first. And people that are not as what we like to call I guys.
There's no I in team.
No I in team.
Where are you going with this?
It's been a couple weeks and we still haven't addressed it. But my grandmother, Joanne Roth, Jojo, I know you're listening, secured us a couple of hip towels and we have not addressed it.
We totally forgot about that.
We have not addressed
I
it.
would like to apologize about that too.
I can't believe we've
That's
forgot
the
about it
most
for this long.
flub of all time.
It's added to the tally. That's number 2 flub.
That's
you can count
the
it
biggest
as
flub.
multiple flubs because we have forgot
Oh,
to go ahead and give a shout out
I totally forgot about that.
to a selfless team first move made for the two of us because she saw how heartbroken you were when you lost your first hip towel. Which,
But
she
speaking of
happened.
that,
Speaking of which,
I got a backup one.
he's got the same one.
I got the same hip towel.
But
But I really appreciate those hip towels. We're debuting them next week.
well, we debuted him in Lincoln, Nebraska, and what a better place.
No kidding. Those hip towels meant something. Those hip towels were rocking.
They were
In
rocking.
Lincoln. Rocking. But I would like to apologize too because, if I'm not mistaken, she thought about me when I lost my hip towel.
You are, in fact, the reason that she was inspired to buy a
And
couple of hip towels. And
Gosh, I
It's okay.
apologize.
it's okay. So yeah, shout out to you, JoJo.
Yeah.
We love you. We
big
appreciate
shout out.
you.
Big shout out.
Yeah, and those hip towels are gonna take us a
I'll be
long
rocking
way.
them this Saturday. You best believe that.
Without a doubt. All right, and we might as well go ahead and give a shout out to the sponsor. By now, you know who it
Typical
is.
Sponsor.
Roomworks Floral,
Just
Team
get
First
your-
Ball Club.
Get your flowers.
Selfless. Yeah, by now you know what to do. Go get your damn flowers.
Go get them. They're
Um,
the best flowers in town.
we have one more sponsor that I don't believe you know about,
Roro.
but they're coming on board and they're jumping on the Hawk Talk train, and I'm glad to have them. Damn it, Bottoms Up Lounge.
Bottoms Up Lounge.
Clap it up. Clap it up for the Bottoms
Jesus.
Up Lounge.
Why is Bottoms Up on Hawk Talk now?
It's a team first, well-run, selfless ball club.
That is true. Yeah, they got a good organization.
No cover charge.
No cover charge.
You don't even, hypothetically, you don't have to go out and spend money to have a good time. You can go down to the Bottoms Up Lounge.
Up Lounge.
No cover charge. Obviously, you want to go ahead and tip your ladies up there. Make sure they're taken care of.
Yeah. Great ladies over there. Bottoms Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bottoms Up. Check them out. It's a big
Bottoms Up,
time
check 'em out.
organization they got. So
Down on Twin City Drive. Right next to the Super Quick Stop. If
Super
you're
Quick Stop.
confused.
But that's a great sponsor.
It's a great sponsor.
Like-
I
Bottoms Up knows what they're doing. They're there for the people, no cover charge. They are there for you guys. They're there for Hawk fans. Go check out Bottoms Up.
You're damn right. Now,
Let's get it going.
let's
Get on with the action.
get on what we're here for. Obviously, Hawks played the Wildcats of Northwestern in Wrigley Field, which was
Whoosh.
it
Whoosh.
was not an impressive showing by either
Not impressive,
team, to say
not
the
fun.
least.
Boy, but when it was knotted at 0-0, I was like, jeez. I was sitting right on one of my couches right over there. Hell, I started doing homework. I totally forgot I had homework.
He did
Started
start doing
banging
homework.
out homework, and there's nothing worse than doing homework on a Saturday when there's football on.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And with the fact that the Hawks were knotted at 0 at half, kind of made it a little worse.
But it doesn't get more Big Ten West than that score right there. 0-0
Does not.
halftime.
That, and boy, if you hammered the under, you walked out with some nice cash.
That would be me.
The under sailed
I
under
fucking never doubt it opened as like the
29.5, which is the lowest ever.
Yeah, I think I got it at 31.5. Thanks for the free
Steal.
money, DraftKings, you idiots.
And if I'm not mistaken, this game coming up, 28.5.
It's even lower. They're setting the new record every week.
We're record breaking.
And guess what?
We're
I bet it's
record
fucking
breaking.
sailing under this week too.
This week it's 28 under. 28.5.
And you best believe I'm going to be all over that.
Yeah. You best believe that.
Uh,
I might throw an unhealthy amount of money on the under this week.
what does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
An unhealthy amount.
But-
Okay. Back to the game. What do you want to chat about?
I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start
either. We can start with.
We can start about Drew Stevens. Let's start about that. Start with the good.
We've been talking about this cat, Drew Stevens. He's
do
nails.
his
He's been nails.
do his nails. If you can bang a, 51-yard, 52-yarder
52
in Windy City
center cut
for the win,
for the win. Never a
NFL
doubt.
squad, you better be paying attention.
Not only that, but he had plenty of leg behind it.
That was good for 65. Heard it here first.
Heard it here first. He did miss one earlier in the game from 53.
Banged it off the upright.
And I had said before the kick, I go, he's got it. He's nails.
I know. Completely jinxed him. I
I
even
jinxed
told
him.
you that.
But he missed it, and after I go, it doesn't matter. He's still nails.
He still nails.
And I said
He
he's
completely
nails
made
before
up
the game
for
winner, and he made it. Sorry.
Burp right in the new mic. Wash it up. Get a new one.
First burp. First burp in the new mic.
But it could not get more Iowa football than that.
No, it doesn't. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the offense since that's what people like to focus on.
Completion percentage was up for Deacon Hill this week.
It was
10 for
up,
15,
but
65 yards.
10 for 15, 65, and a touchdown and a
65
pick.
yards.
What'd you say?
65 yards of
Yeah.
passing
Mm-hmm.
on 10 completions.
Yeah.
That's a winning quarterback right there. That is a
It's-
winning quarterback.
What's his record now?
4-1. As a starter, or
As a
are you counting
starter.
the game when he came in for Cade?
I kind of want to count that too.
Because he got hurt early. I think it's 4-1.
That's crazy.
Should be 5-0.
Fuckers. Yeah, should be 5-0. Yeah, he should be undefeated. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Rushing led by LaShawn Williams, 24 carries, 79 yards. No tutties to show for it. Bummer.
But we got a very good thing to see on O this week. We got Mr. DeJean on O.
We got Mr. DeJean on O.
Get him in the mix. Let's get
for
Cooper
2 home
DeJean up
plays.
moving around.
2 plays.
2 plays. Did you see Caleb Brown had to switch to 81 too?
Yes. And
With no last name.
yeah, which 81's fine with me.
It's a receiver number.
Didn't he get his first catch?
Hold on. It says 1 catch for this first catch of the year.
His first
And
catch
it was a
of the
big
year.
one. An absolute big one.
It did come in a big moment.
Pretty sure he's
And-
averaging the most yards on a catch, though. 23 yards. Big time numbers. But
Yeah, he gets his. Oh my
First
God, he
grab of
was
the
the
year.
leading receiver with 1 catch
he
for
was the
23
leading
yards.
receiver on his first catch of the year.
I believe Mr. Ostrenga got his first touchdown. Good on
we're
him.
just-
Third string tight end comes in and can make plays. Hayden Large
Hayden Large also got in the mix
catch
there.
15.
How about Hayden Large? Man out of door defender.
Yeah, not only that, caught the ball, 2 hands on it the whole way through.
I love nothing more than that. Just 2 hands on the rock, covering up.
Cover up.
That is
you ain't
Hawkeye
fumbling.
fullback
You ain't
football.
fumbling that ball. We're
That
getting
is
yards.
big time Hayden Large. Shout out to Hayden Large. Just
Yeah. Shout out to
clearing,
Hayden Large.
clearing ways through the offensive line, just making things happen. 2 hands on the rock at all times.
What more
We
can
should
you
get him a customized hip towel that says 2 hands on the rock. Something like that.
It's-
Both hands on the rock. He rocks that in Iowa City. He is for sure. For sure.
a 2 hands on a rock hip towel?
Yeah.
I think we could make it happen.
I say we do that. We gotta start making customized one. Customized. It's a good idea.
You know what?
It's all.
There you
Hey, that's your guys'
You
decision
planted the
there. If
seed.
you guys watch us, then we'll maybe make some money out of this. I don't know. Hopefully.
That's the goal.
But
Someday.
yeah,
But, yeah. So,
Le'Shawn Williams getting a nice workload with 24 carries, about 80 yards.
already said that. Thanks.
Did you?
Yep.
Key.
Mr. Patterson came back, got 8 carries for 21. And then Cooper DeJean got his first carry for
Shout out
8
Coop.
yards. He's averaging 8 yards a carry, 8 yards a touch.
8 yards,
8 yards
8 yards a pop. 8 yards a crack.
And they had Caleb Brown switch the number in the second half.
Yeah.
And he never came back in.
In the second half?
Yeah.
He caught the one at the end.
Cooper never came back in.
Oh. Gotcha.
I'm assuming because they needed him for every single down on defense.
Every down. But if you look at Northwestern's stats, I mean, it's done pretty easy.
Not
12
good.
for 19, 81 yards and a tutty.
Yeah.
The leading rusher at 40 yards, leading receiver at 33. Jeez.
Yeah, the
It's just
Hawks.
an offensive showdown here in the Windy City at Wrigley.
That
Love it.
Wrigley.
But I
Yeah.
can't complain about much, man. Hawks win. We escape with another W.
Hawks win. Yeah, just win.
We win
Honestly,
at all costs.
Just win.
We
the
just
game.
find ways to win. And that's gritty. That is so gritty.
I just remember giggling the whole first offensive drive when they got PI
Oh my
after
gosh.
PI. And I was just
It was
like, they're
Let's
moving
check that.
forward.
Let's check that drive. Because there was like 4 penalties, 4 pass interference calls.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
that was fun times. I love that.
All right, let's see here. Okie dokie. Le'Shawn Williams run for 4 yards. Another run for 4 yards for Le'Shawn. Pass interference call. Run for 8 yards. Run for a yard. Deacon Hill sneaks for 2. Jason Patterson 5 yards. Jason Patterson 1 yard. Another pass interference call. Deontay Vines with a grab for 1 yard. Another carry for 2. Then Deacon gets sacked. And then we punt. Is that the right one? Oh, that was the second drive. Yeah, they had a lot of penalties. A lot of penalties.
The Hawks also had a lot of drives in Northwestern Territory and just couldn't do
Just
anything,
couldn't.
which sucks. I hate
And it was.
But
I hate to say it, but man, Torrey kind of struggled.
Torrey did not have his best day.
Yeah. I mean,
He
don't get me
did-
wrong, he didn't. It's still
Did not have his
pretty
ace stuff.
solid.
And I think
But-
he'd be the first to admit that. He
Yeah,
did not have his ace
And
stuff.
he's coming with vengeance against the Scarlet Knights. He's pinning him
Tory
against a
Taylor.
5.
Tory Taylor revenge tour
Revenge tour.
against the Scarlet Knights.
But he might. Watch out for Tory Taylor this week. Heisman watch. He might have a Heisman performance. Probably like 12 punts.
You should get at least one vote.
Gotta be for me.
And me.
So that's 2.
Let's get him to New York.
Imagine Tory Taylor in New
Tory
York.
Taylor in New York as a punter. That'd be amazing.
Leading tackler when in doubt.
Yeah,
You
you
know
don't
who it
even
is.
have to. We don't have to say the name.
have to say
You
it.
know who the leading tackler
Dude,
was. Jay
Get
Higgins.
him to New York.
He's gonna win the Dick Butkus Award.
Dick Butkus.
What you think?
Dick Butkus. Bears need it.
Urlacher, baby. Yeah, Jay Higgins. That's my favorite Hawkeye player of all time. I've been saying this for weeks. My
Been saying
favorite
it.
Hawkeye player of
Saying
all time is Jay Higgins. And guess who led the charge on the goal line stand?
Jay Higgins. I was
Jay
so
motherfucking Higgins.
I was so pumped. That was just they had 4 downs to get 1 yard. They couldn't do it.
And they
That's hard. That's pride.
and they
And
drilled
they still got
drilled
Jay
an absolute.
drilled him.
That's
He
not where I was going.
smoked
He
him.
did smoke him, but they drilled an absolute crater
Oh my gosh!
into
I
the
saw
field.
that. Poor Wrigley Field.
That was
Poor
fucking
Wrigley
ridiculous.
So, for the people that don't know, we got that that stop for 4 downs right on the 1, and people were just tearing it up into the trenches. So we get back from commercial break, and there's just a crater on like the 2-yard line, an absolute like dusty divot. Shout out to those Fortnite players out there, but.
What? Nobody's gonna understand that.
Yeah, there's
You know how many
players.
Fortnite players we have listening right now?
I know, like 5.
Yeah,
That's
that's all
like
5 of
half.
our listeners.
But
Grandma,
anyways,
Grandpa, you guys won't get that one.
but
But
that's why I said for my Fortnite players out there. But anyways, so they get back from commercial break, and the Hawks are sneaking it with Deacon Hill. And every play, we got to go back to commercial break to fill this goddamn hole.
yeah,
They couldn't figure it out. They're
had-
just filling it. I don't even know with what. But they were having a hell of a time with that. Boy, that was... Shout out to the grounds crew. That couldn't have been fun.
Well, I don't really want to shout out the grounds crew because why are we digging in that bad in the first place?
Baseball
You know what? That's
field.
a cheap move of me to go out the grounds crew. That's a cheap move. I retract that statement.
That
It's
is
not
so
their
cheap.
fault.
Those boys are getting down and
That's
dirty.
a
Hands and
cheap
knees
move.
filling that hole.
I'll be the first to say it. That's a cheap move by me. I take it back.
So soft.
Yeah, that's
That's dirt cheap is what that is. Jesus.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed this pregame or during the game at all or not, but Wrigley Stadium was a sea of Hawkeye fans.
Oh, there's black and gold everywhere.
Way outnumbered Northwestern fans,
Which is
And-
crazy.
which is crazy. And
Absolutely crazy.
I've got some things here I want to point out. One, when Northwestern came out for their fans at a home game, they were booed.
They were booed.
They're booed.
Dude, they're not even that bad, man. They're like,
They weren't booed by Northwestern fans, Dev. Isn't that nuts?
that's crazy.
I wish I could find a clip for you, but I'm gonna have to go into the deep archives to find it.
That'll take forever.
Yeah.
But the good news is the Hawks win, and we had 2 huge losses. The Fighting Illini get one against the Gophers, which send them to 3-3 in the conference. Ohio State beats Wisconsin, or did they play Wisconsin? Flub Nation, where we at? Oh, they lost to Indiana.
Nation.
That's big time.
Flub Nation, stand up.
They lost to Indiana. So Hoosiers and the Fighting Illini. Huge shout out to those ball clubs there.
By the way,
Big time. So
the
now we're front
Gophers
runners.
lost, so the Hawks are now back in control of the Big Ten West.
Exactly.
They
It's Big
went
Ten.
out.
No
That's
way.
a concerning
That is a
visual.
very. Oh,
Oh, we're still going.
okay.
Whew.
We just went
that.
code.
That just made me really nervous.
Oh gosh.
Make sure I didn't stop it. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're still going.
Okay. So, screen just went black.
Screen went black.
That was scary.
Yeah.
But yes,
What
I mean,
were we saying?
nothing much to complain about. We're talking about Big Ten West front runners.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Big time. Absolutely huge.
Went
We
out.
catch a huge break. Honestly, we don't catch a break.
Ball doesn't lie.
Ball doesn't lie. I hate those refs, dude.
What more needs to be said?
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Tim O'Day.
Okay.
Hope you're watching this.
Tim O'Day.
If I ever meet you in person, I'm gonna grill your ass.
Yeah, Tim O'Day's getting grilled if he
Like
runs into me.
grill. Like I'm gonna get in his grill and grill him. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna grill him.
You're gonna strap up the propane tank and you're gonna
Just
grill,
I'm just turning up to full max, closing the lid.
and you're gonna grill
I'm
the shit. Out of
closing the lid.
You're closing the lid on Max. And you're gonna grill the shit out of him.
I just roasted him. Just roast. Get some dogs on there, get some burgers, close the lid, just burn them. Just so they're
Char
charred.
the
Char
shit
the
out of him. Char the shit out of him. What are we talking about?
Tim O'Day.
Talking about grilling Tim O'Day. Let's move on. We're stuck in the past. Let's not be that.
Yeah, but all right, here we go.
Okay, one more interesting stat I want to tell you. If I'm not mistaken, Wrigley Field sold out of Busch Light. That's neither here nor there. That should be expected.
That yeah, they knew what was happening.
So this comes from Matt Lindner on Twitter. Another interesting stat from the weekend. Apparently, at Murphy's Bleacher sold more beer on Saturday than they've ever sold in a single day, which is absolutely insane to me given that the bar has been there for decades.
I did see that.
At Chicago
I did
bars.
see that.
Like, I'm thinking of all the events Murphy's has been there for. Chicago Blackhawks titles. Stanley Cups.
Wrigley Field.
Chicago, Jesus, flub. Chicago Bulls titles. And the Cubs winning the World Series.
For the first time in 108 years.
And
That's
Iowa
what's up.
fans drank more beer there than any other day ever.
Hawk fans knows what's up. They know exactly what they're doing. They put their head down on Saturdays and they go to war. War. I've been telling people this. There's a reason why there's golf carts at Kinnick Stadium every week. People belly up, gasping for help. Shout out to that. Shout out to those fans down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's big time.
Should be proud. That's a proud
I'm
moment.
glad to be a Hawk fan. I really am.
What
But
better
that's big
fan
time.
base is there? Yeah, it's big time.
That is big time.
Okay. Some other post game thoughts. Quote from Kirk Ferentz said that the team's performance was a good demonstration of complementary football. I think this is the type of stuff that makes fans pissed.
Yeah.
Because Iowa is 123rd in time of possession, dead last in offensive yards per game, and has a negative turnover margin. In what world is that complementing the other two phases? If that's not the most true statement I've ever heard, it doesn't sound very complimentary. You would think with the term complimentary that it's in some way boosting or helping another something else.
Yeah.
There in fact is no complimenting.
There isn't. There really isn't.
And what more can you say?
Can't.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And it feels like a broken record. We say this shit every week about brutal offensive showings.
Brutal.
So I don't even want to talk about it anymore, honestly.
On to next week. That's what we do. We escape with a win. It's big time. nothing we can do but strap up, get ready for the Scarlet Knights on Saturday.
Yeah, and this game concerns me.
Very.
I have
It
a
really
lot
does.
of concerns
It really
for this game.
does. Rutgers is a sneaky team this year.
Mm,
They've had very, very, very poor teams in the past, but this year they're not too shabby.
it's a 6-3 team that's got some chip.
They
They got some
chip
in this.
on their shoulder.
I mean, let's see.
Beat Northwestern 24-7.
They're
House Temple. House VTech.
they lost to
Michigan.
Michigan,
Wisconsin,
Ohio State.
and Wisconsin.
Jesus,
And that
They
was
got
at Wisconsin.
destroyed by Wisconsin.
24-13.
Oh Jesus, that's November 20.
Jeez.
Jesus, wow,
What are
a
you
glitch
looking?
in the system.
But they only lost
But-
24-13 at Wisconsin.
They lost to number 3 Ohio State, number 2 Michigan, and Wisconsin.
Like, they're
That's-
all reasonable losses.
It's not.
They even beat Indiana on the road.
Yeah.
Beat Michigan State, barely though. And they house VTech, house Temple, and house Northwestern. So we need to be ready for this week. Need to be ready.
This game's in Kinnick Stadium, no? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Trying to go to that, by the way. If you don't tag along.
Okay.
But anyways, the line opens at Hawks -1. That is an absolute trap. But the under,
What do you mean that's a trap?
I don't know, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Hawks -1.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It's a good point. Really don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh.
Let's.
Jeez, everyone burn a timeout for me.
I might go sneak in and get an alternate line real quick.
Alternate line under Hawks spread. Deacon Hill 400 passing yards, 8 touchdowns.
What?
Heard it here first. Deacon Hill 400 yards
Goes for
passing.
408 touchdowns.
Air raid, dropping bombs on the Rutgers secondary.
Hayden Large leads the team in receiving yards.
Just
10 catches
out of,
for
out of
10
out
for
of the
240.
10 for 240, 24 yards. Where he just buries people with 2 hands on the rock. Rock in
hands
his hip towel.
2 hands.
Dude,
on
we
the
gotta
rock
get
all
by
hard.
this week. We gotta get him in the mix. You think he'll accept it, or you think he'll just like throw it out?
Do you care?
Yeah, because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
I kind of care too.
I mean, he's a defender. Like, he's got some grit. He's got some heart and pride. And any other.
You don't come from
for that.
Dort
It just
and not have it.
seriously. If you come from Dort,
If you come from Dort, you gotta have it.
we gotta.
Oh,
freeze. No way.
Hold on.
No way.
It's still recording. Should I stop it? I can add more clips.
Can you Can you? Oh no.
Okay, here we
We
go.
got some explaining to do.
We had, well, I mean, in the viewer world, we were only gone for,
Split sec.
yeah, not long. In the real world, what time is it? We were gone for like half an hour, probably a little bit more.
Like
Having some technical difficulties, but we're back.
some weird stuff going on. Some weird stuff.
I
Couldn't
know
tell you what it is, but
we were going on a tangent about Hayden Large,
Hayden Large.
the
Get him a
Dort
hip
alum.
towel.
Get him a hip towel.
Get him a hip
Back
towel.
at it. Let's go ahead and give the preview for this week. Because we've been at this for so damn long.
Screeching halt to episode 11.
Okay. Hawks versus Rutgers. 2:30 in Kinnick Stadium.
And it's not on Peacock, so that's a great thing.
As we've said, we're a bit nervous about this.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about this game. I'm not sure what to feel about it. But like we've said, Rutgers is very gritty.
They're a gritty ball club, and they might scratch. They'll scratch
Not as
and
gritty
claw.
as Hayden Large, though.
They'll scratch and claw.
I don't think
Not as
anything-
gritty as Hayden Large.
I don't think anything is as gritty as Hayden Large.
No, absolutely not.
Hayden Large.
Um,
You say his name, you know he's gritty.
Yeah.
He might even be more gritty than Urlacher.
Score prediction. What do you got?
Hate to say it. I hate to break the streak, but
Don't do what I think you're gonna do.
I think the over's going to hit.
Oh,
What do
okay.
you think I was going to do?
I thought you were about to say the Rutgers are gonna win this one or something.
Yeah, because I'm going to say Rutgers.
I was gonna have to.
Get a little scared.
I was gonna have to dick punch you.
Okay. But anyways,
The old nut shot.
I think the over will hit this time. I think the Hawks will actually score the rock. I just have a feeling. I think the Hawks will go 24-10.
That's so outrageous.
How?
That's so outrageous,
How?
dude.
24-10.
They just played.
Pick 6, dude. You forget we play defense.
They just played 500 Northwestern.
It was Wrigley. That was the Windy City. It's hard playing a football game on a baseball
Final
field.
score 10-7.
That's what your guess for the Rutgers game?
No, that was the score of the game we just watched.
Meh, 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 meh. If
Dude.
okay, here's the deal. If the Hawks score 24 points, is that what you're like getting at? Is that like
Dude, if they score 17 points,
they score 17 points, you got to do a butt chug.
that's ridiculous.
How?
But
So
you're
confident
telling
about it.
me that this is the score of the Iowa games.
I said
as
I
of
have a
late.
feeling. Can I not have a feeling? Am I not allowed to have feelings?
Shut up. You're allowed to have feelings. You know what? I'm not even going to argue. I just think that's an outrageous pick.
24-10.
Outrageous score prediction.
Flies over.
Outrageous.
Flies over 28.5 by 6 points. 6 points is a lot. Flies over.
Dude, they just flew under 28 and a half.
I have a feeling.
Against Northwestern.
Dude. I have a feeling.
That's
I
ridiculous.
feel like you're just going to manhandle Rutgers.
Hawkeyes 10-6.
Jesus. Are you for sure?
Dead serious.
10-6? You don't think? Rutgers.
They what, Dev? There's nothing you can say that makes your take even sound valid at this point.
I think 10-6 is more. I don't know. I'm going to take that back.
More what? Finish
I'm
the
not going
thought.
to say it because then somebody's going to clip me in
Say
the
it.
chat.
No, say it.
Somebody's
No,
going to clip
say
me.
it.
Somebody's going to clip me in the chat.
Say
and
it.
Look like an idiot. No, I'm not
Say
saying it. Next topic.
No, we're here to be controversial. Say it.
All right, I said that 10-6 sounds a little more outrageous than 24-10. And then I realized how dumb I sounded after the 10-7 performance.
So you don't mean that?
What?
Do you actually think that, or you just in the moment thought that?
It was just in the moment.
So
I
you
don't
don't
really-
think
no.
that? Okay.
But I have a feeling that the Hawks will score 24 points this weekend.
No.
Iowa State's going to come alive. Bar's going to be rocking. Rock's going to be rocking.
No. Well, yes to the bars rocking. No.
Bar's are always rocking.
No to the 24 points. I don't know how you can say that with confidence.
Because I have confidence in my Hawkeyes.
This isn't a bad team, Dev. Like, we're not talking about 4-4 Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. I know. But if you look at stats with my computer, sorry, we're so unprepared after
Get
that.
stats.
After that,
I don't know what stats you're going to bring up that's going to make this any
here we
better.
go. Here we go. Ready? You ready? You ready?
The Hawks just had 169 total yards of offense
ready?
against Northwestern.
Ready? Dude, we could have pick sixes, scooping scores. What if Cooper DeJean has 3 pick sixes? And I shove that 24 points up your ass. How would you feel? Cooper DeJean, make shit happen.
I'd be ecstatic.
But they
I'd
gave
never
up
be more happy
35
to
to
be
Ohio
born in my
State.
Yeah. They gave up 35 to Ohio State, the number 1 team in the nation. It's not getting any better. You're making this. You're digging yourself a deeper hole.
That's why I try to escape the topic. Christ. My Bears are losing. Nothing's going right.
You can always retract your statement. Whoa.
Almost covered up the camera
Yes.
there.
Ditch the hip towel, ladies and gentlemen. Ditch the hip towel.
I'm
That's-
done. I'm sick of it.
You've seen a man at his lowest right here.
Bears can't move
Killer
the ball.
punt return, too.
Hawks can't move the ball. Why do they pick these teams? But I bleed black and gold every day.
That's for goddamn sure.
I don't care what happens. I'm a Hawk fan till I die. I'm a Bears fan till I die.
what was your 24-10?
I have a feeling. Like I had a feeling about that. They were going to score 60 points.
You think they're
They
gonna?
almost did.
You think they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns? Correct.
Just going to manhandle them up front.
They haven't scored 2 touchdowns in
Yeah, look up that stat,
weeks.
actually.
They okay. That's at least 3 weeks. Hold on.
Cooper Jean, 2 big sixes.
Hold
Scoop
on.
score. Only 3 points offense.
Oh boy, this is getting worse and worse.
Can we just fade this topic and move on to something
The
else?
Hawkeyes haven't scored 2 touchdowns on offense in 6 weeks.
What?
In 6 games, they haven't scored 2. They haven't scored 2 touchdowns since Western Michigan.
And they scored only 2?
They scored 41 that game. So let's confirm.
Holy crap. They did, didn't they? See? They almost scored 60.
Don't.
Damn near.
They were up. Yeah.
Damn near 60
No.
points. When I have a feeling,
We're not talking about Western Michigan.
I'm talking about Rutgers. Talk about buttered sausage.
Let's see. Hold on a second. They didn't even score 2 touchdowns against Iowa State
Yeah, they did.
on an offense.
Special catch for pick 6.
Splash Castro pick 6.
Yeah, I saw a stat the other day. You saw it too, but these are for the people. Cooper Jean and Sebastian Castro combined.
0
0
touchdowns in coverage.
0 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude.
That's pretty impressive.
The Hawkeyes haven't scored 2 touchdowns on offense in any game other than Western Michigan and Utah State.
It's the only 2 games.
And you think they're going to win by 2 scores. That checks out. I can't believe that you're a host of a sports podcast. That's a low blow.
If the Hawks
That's a low
score
blow by me.
24,
I take that back.
this video's going to blow up. The next video's going to blow up, and I'm going to let you hear it. I'm going to grill your ass like Tim O'Day. Probably not that bad, but...
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
If I saw Tim O'Day...
And you can bet I'm going to be on your ass when the Hawks sail under 28.5. Before, during, and after the game. And on the podcast. Just to add insult to injury.
Salt in the wound.
I'm going to kick a man when he's down. And you don't usually do that.
Did earlier when you were talking about the grounds crew.
I don't think kicking a man when he's down applies to that statement.
Yeah, they were down on their hands and knees.
I also-
Literally.
But I retracted, and I apologized.
I'm sticking.
And if I'm wrong, so damn be it. If the Hawks go out and win 24-10, I will be ecstatic. I will be saying,
that.
re-sign Brian Ferentz, extend him.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, who knows, dude? Scoop and score. They're 7. You know, you go get 3. Get a stop. Go get 3. They're 10. Say 10 to 3.5. What else?
That's a lot of points.
Opening
It's still
kickoff. Deuces. House call.
Okay.
17. And then we go get 7 offense, just a gash or drive. There's 24. Never say never.
Never say never.
Why can't that happen?
God, dude, that sounds way too good to be true. But I hope it happens.
I really hope it does.
I hope it happens.
Because then it'll make me sound like really, really smart. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing else, man.
We're just in such a funk after that freeze.
Yeah, that was a fiasco. That was an absolute
That was an
fiasco.
absolute just flub.
The big type flub.
Huge flub. But
What are the biggest?
Yeah, anything else?
Nope. We've been at this for far too long. I'm ready to be done.
I'm tired. I'm ready to watch my Bears. Oh, what a grab.
Is that DJ Moore?
No.
Didn't think so. Okay.
I'm good.
You good?
Make sure you catch the Hawks 2:30. It's on Big Ten Network, which is fine.
Hawks 2:30, Big Ten Network, Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We're coming at you. These Hawkeyes are going to be coming a lot this weekend. And you can bet your ass we'll be ready.
Absolutely.
As
Big
well
time.
as UFC 295, Tabitha Ricci will be fighting.
Tabitha Ricci.
Not that anybody knows or cares, but
why are they handing DJ Moore the ball? All right, well, I'm gonna go watch my Bears get manhandled by that 1-7 Panthers.
Thanks for tuning in. Same time next week, we'll be here. You'll be there watching.
And we'll catch you next week. See if that 24-point hits, and
catch you next week. And somebody's getting grilled either way. I think
somebody's getting grilled. So it's going to be an absolute grill fest next week. That should be the name of the title next week. Just Grill Fest.
I think you're right. I think the title for this one should be Sponsor Us Bottoms Up.
Or Flub Nation, #Froze. #Bottoms Up. Amateur night. All right, let's get out of here.
We're done. Thanks for tuning in. Episode whatever the hell. We're out of here.
Deuce.